Got your headdress on. Second, such a turn on. Forward. Some new tricks. Shut up. Talk. How you doing today, Mom? You comfortable, temperature-wise? Starting to warm up. Well, you got your sweater on. You don't need a sweater on, really, huh? You like wearing a sweater. It's more of a security thing. I did that in the 6th grade. I wore a coat everywhere I went, regardless how hot it was. It was just, I could block the world out if I could just keep my coat on. I could block the world out and people's judgments. I was just in the constraints of the security and the walls of my confines of my coat. So I get that need for that security. I get that. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayoke empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I haven't really felt like talking the last couple days. I call this talk not okay because a lot of people are not okay. A lot of, I think about people, when I meet people, I wonder, what's that one thing? Have they had that one thing? That one thing that happens that changes them. Yeah? That without turning your hair white. Have you ever seen that? Someone that's been shocked and their hair turns white overnight, Nature is a wild thing. Nature is just, there's no limits to nature. There's no rules and regulations and policies and standards and procedures. Nature is just takes its course, and there's a lot of brutality in that. Life is hard enough. Then you have those people that just like to make people miserable because they get their rocks off because of it. It's weird. I never understood it. It's like a cancer that's taken over the planet. Just perversion and greed. It's everywhere. I appreciate the fact that truths are being revealed, but that's how they like to do it, They like to keep you on an emotional roller coaster. They like to play with people's human emotions because your emotions go up and down. It causes a lot of freaking problems in your health, and everybody knows how much people like sick people, how profitable it is for sick people to get sick, right? So I just keep thinking of people that I know in my life that have gone through their thing. Some people I know have gone through their thing that forever changes them. And my heart breaks with her. My heart breaks with a lot of people. And I recognize I'm an autonomous being, and I'm not going to let it, drown me. It's just that it's like, what do you do to there's things that happen, situations that happen in life that people don't have control of, but we got all this stuff right now, man. Like it's just, there's so much, and all of it, everything that I see on the planet, all I see is people that are moving more in alignment with spirit, that God, that collective consciousness, that all of that we just want what's best for everybody, that thinking, or they're delving into the me, money, all that, all stuff. So it's like, it's not people like, doing both. No, it's like a trajectory, and there's the outcomes for if the majority of the percentage of the population of the planet step and live from their heart with that collective consciousness mentality, the ways of the world are going to go in an entirely different direction than if more and more people start living from themselves. The deal, the hustler. I'm not even going to talk about the stuff that's happening. More of the same. More of the same. I will say this, that nothing anybody in Washington, D.C., or any capital, no person of any position of authority is going to do anything and put on a piece of paper to stop the violence that's happening, because people need to reconcile within themselves. So no law, no money, no nothing is gonna stop the wave of bullshit that's coming, especially when the hot months this year. See, it's like we live the same year over and over. People just have an opportunity to live closer to spirit or from ego, right? The ego, every winter they put on those 10 pounds, but every spring they don't lose the 10 pounds that they put on. How many winters you got before you're really uncomfortable and you start putting a lot of damage on your freaking joints and bones and stuff like that, right? We're seeing a whole planet of people that are just mad because they didn't do the work. Mom, remember that story you used to tell me with the ant and the grasshopper? And I think it was the ant and grasshopper. I'm pretty sure it was, and it was like, okay, one of them was screwing off all the time and didn't prepare for the next season, and kept like encouraging the worker, the one that was like diligent to get ready. He said, no, I can't screw around, I gotta get ready. Oh, you always gotta get ready, but you never have any fun, and then it's like, well, you're always having fun, you never do anything to get ready, right? And then the unprepared perished because of just, you can't have fun all the time, right? So I see a whole bunch of people, because I don't like working out and exercising and all that stuff. I don't like doing all that stuff. But the fact is, the reality of it is that if I want to stay healthy, those are the things that you have to do to stay healthy. And I want to stay healthy. So my desire to stay healthy overrides my lack of. It's just because of the monotony. I hate doing the same things over and over. That's all. And but you got a lot of people that didn't do the work. They gave up on themselves. They made other stuff their priority. We're just seeing a whole planet of imbalance where people freaking, and I've been there too, on a freaking, any day I could go right back there, that place of imbalance, and it's just not comfortable. So I just like to keep it nice and even keel, No, I don't like real high highs, and because there's always an equivalent low in there, and I don't want it. So I did see, there's a guy that I went to high school, I grew up with, that his son had a car accident, and then another lady that I knew from Omaha, her son got in a terrible car accident about the same time. Thankfully they both lived, right? About the same age, early 20s. Oh, I think one just turned 20. But it's just like, man, there's just, everywhere you look, man, people are there. I know that they both went through rehab. I think one of them, I don't know if the other one's home or not. I think they're both home, maybe. But now here, I don't know. I haven't been listening to I haven't been listening to a whole lot of anything lately. Not. I just have been real uncomfortable with music and YouTube and just not really feeling it. I just have been trying to tune into, I don't know, my surroundings here. I got a neat video earlier of a little dust angel, dust devil. So I think I might have a couple of the baby kittens given away. I think I might have a couple of the baby kittens. Yeah, I think the girls are accounted for. So that's cool. I'm just trying to be of service in my local community. And I put it out there for the universe, you know, God's what I'd like to do is just help people around here, because there ain't nothing I can do for the rest of the planet. But if I can make somebody's life a little bit better here, that's cool. So down at this earth place, this nursery place up the road, I put people put their business cards and stuff like that, and I put my business card up, and the guy that owns it, Jason, recommended me, I guess. And woman called and she wants me to have her help move her. She's 75 and she has a bunch of irises, I believe. I think that's what she said, irises. But see, sometimes people say things and then, like, I picture tulips. So I think sometimes I think things, and what I think kind of overrides what people say. So I'll find out Saturday. I'll go over and hang out with her and help her. See if we can't move her flowers. And see, I don't mind doing stuff like that because it's poor man's P90X is the way I look at it. It's just exercise, you know, working in the garden, exercise. I finally got my stuff planted, the stuff that Judy gave me, my healer lady. She gave, there's kale, there's two different kinds of tomatoes, there's a watermelon, some like lettucey greens type things. So I'm mostly excited about the tomatoes. And there is dill. You like dill, Mom, and egg salad? Oh, you don't? Mom doesn't like dill. Okay, well, I won't put dill in this egg salad then. So I was talking with the neat lady that I met yesterday. She came over to visit with the kittens and to meet the kittens. I think she's gonna take one, and she's a writer and she's written some really cool articles. I'm like, what did I do with the articles? And I believe. See, this is I haven't read them yet because I just got them yesterday, and I started reading one to Mom. There's a couple from Cliff High. It's funny, she printed this one out and it was on April 9th. I'm like, that's my birthday. Anyway, this woman has had a hard life. I was telling her that. I said, I don't even feel like I can relate to people that haven't had tragedy in their life. You know it? Especially that are in their, like, that have lived their whole life and they've never really had that thing happen that changed them. Now, what I found is a lot of times people will set up their lives in a way that they block things out so they don't have to deal with it, you know? But life is painful, man. And the more you care about stuff and love things, man, it can break your heart every single day, but it doesn't take away the goodness, right? It's not supposed to take away the goodness. And after the last few years, well, I don't know, my lockdown's been longer than 2 years. But when God was like, made me go in my inward journey, because I wasn't figuring it out enough on the of and by my own. So, what we can't do for ourselves. Oh boy, careful what you ask for. But she's written. I wonder if she has. She's tried to submit her articles, but the newspaper. You know that how newspapers are so controlled. So there's no free press or anything like that. I wonder if she has a blog or something. I'm trying to look for a URL. She knows who Jessie Zaboter is. She corrected me. I say Zaboter because it's fun. And she corrected my pronunciation, but I'm still going to say Zaboter. The Big Bang. So it's interesting. If I have oh, this is the one I was because here in New Mexico, the governor's a freaking pervert, dude. She fucking sucks. I don't even want to ever say her name. MLG is a big pile of vile crap. Is in a big pile of vile crap up to her neck. The governor and her staff are accused of massive fraud totaling $200 million of taxpayers' money. Zach DeGrego, former financial chief officers and Spaceport Authority, filed a civil suit against the governor and 21 other individuals, including Attorney General Hector Balderas, New Mexico State Auditor Brian Colin, and Economic Deployment Cabinet Secretary Alicia Keys. The case number, and she has the case number here, was filed January 3rd, 2022. Full description, 261 pages, is available at this website. The sweeping complaint provides evidence of extortion, bribery, racketeering, illegal drug use, sex discrimination, procurement, fraud, and multiple violations of federal law. Zach recalls the decision to leave came down to keeping his job or committing a crime, and this was after numerous people, whistleblower attempts, and personal threats. The above information is gathered from the Gateway Pundit and Las Cruces Sun News, with more details and video from the Opinion Post. At the end of the video, Zach declares publicly, "I am Zach DeGregorio, certified public accountant, and you, GMLG, are a crook." That'd be cool to see. Governor Grisham took a private flight on Branson's Virgin Galactic on the 11th of July, 2021. Well, everybody else was locked down. Huh, what do you know? Along with ex-governor Bill Richardson. Richardson, who has ties with Epstein, has been a guest at the Zorro Ranch, located remotely in Santa Fe County. See, they like their perverts in New Mexico. They like them here. Heck, the governor is. They're all over the place, man. This stuff isn't going away. When I was talking to Nanette yesterday, who wrote this article. I don't know her last name. She was like, you know why? I say, why do people ignore this stuff? You know, they don't want. I said, you know what I believe to be true, Nanette? Why they don't want to recognize who the perverts are, male or female, is because the fucking cars that they drive, the plastic that they have, the credit cards is because daddy or husband or whoever the pervert is flipping the bill. So they don't want to have to live without all their creature comforts that are supported by their perversion. You know, because they have a lifestyle to uphold. So, you know, and people aren't exactly accountable. How many people turn down money or cars or things? Especially, like, God, there's so many gold diggers now. Is that because people aren't smart enough to earn their own way in the world? I think so. But if you got a freaking penis pocket, you know, if you're a penis pocket, you know, you can just show all your private stuff and then make money. What is that? Not that I don't know what porn and stuff is, because I know all about that. Me and Jenna Jimson have the same birthday. We were born on the same day, same year. See, propensities. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean you should all the time. It's all about freaking not chasing sensations. How about that? Anyway, so she and I were talking about that, and I said, because there's too many people that benefit from the scumbags. And now I got a new game. Find the fit cop. In all of these news stories with police everywhere, and wherever there's a guy with all of his little freaking buttons, and all the people in the background, where is the fit law enforcement? Because they're all fat now. It's like, what did you guys just sit and eat for the last 2 years? I thought people would have gotten more healthy. I really did. If, and in more news of people dropping like flies for no particular reason, we're going to see more of that stuff too. It's a trip, man. It's a trip. Either you're going to value life or you're going to lose it. And a lot of people valuing life, there's just so much loss in the world right now, man. Oh, so much loss. I don't know how people can be okay all the time. I really don't. I'm not okay all the time. I'll freaking just pray all day long. Just God help me. That's all I can do is God help me. I don't even know what to do. Because I'm so action oriented that I want to push through, and I know now is not the time to do that. There's dire consequences, and I've learned those lessons in my life because there have been times where I pushed through and it's caused problems. So I'm just trying to listen to my inner guidance. And just be where my hands are. I woke up this morning with so much anxiety, And I wake up and I think about people that I know and where they are in the world and their wake up. And that realization. Because I know so many people whose lives have changed drastically in such a short period. And I know how that is. That realization is like, oh God, this is my reality. There's a lot of people. Yeah, there's been a lot of years. I've never been suicidal, but there's been a lot of years that I just didn't want to live. Like, living is so painful. It hurts all the time. I just want to hang out with my friends and hang out with my family. And they never wanted. My family didn't want to hang out with me. And then you get older, it gets harder to make friends. It does. I had people cracking up at Walgreens today. That was kind of neat. A lady was laughing really hard. She had a mask on. Whatever. She was still laughing so hard. She's like, man, that feels good. She even said that. It feels good. I said, that's the only true medicine you need, really. Because the line was kind of slow. And this kid was like training, and like he kept having to call the manager. And it was just like, kind of, it was taking a while. I had my music. I didn't care. I'm virtuous enough. I just look at every instance like that is an opportunity to practice patience, right? Ain't nothing, no big deal. And so the kid goes, well, you can go over there if you want. Told this one guy, you can go over the side where the liquor store is. He's like, they'll help you. And he starts walking away. I said, or not, or he has to come back here and go to the end of the line because somebody over there doesn't feel like it, right? I don't know, whatever. And so I say, you know what? I say, you know what? I said, it's those. I blame the light switch. I blame the light bulb, man. Freaking ruin people with their expectations of instant gratification. They think that everything is like you flip a switch and and it goes on, right? Like everything is just so for sure, right? Things are gonna work exactly how they're supposed to every single time without fail, right? People live on that planet. It's weird. I'd like to visit there sometime. That ain't never been the planet I've been on. But this lady was cracking up behind me, and that's the thing, man. I was thinking about that today with my retrograde season and stuff like that. I'm like, man, being happy has always been something that I've had to work at, right? And there's been so many times I've been happy, and then, I don't know, people like to spoil it, but I let them. I don't let them do that stuff no more. No. I don't, I'm not as easy to give my happiness away, to give up the power, that power that, but I'm still human. I do. I get my feelings hurt. I get my feelings hurt every time somebody unsubscribes. I wish that they would freaking put a comment as to what I said. And I don't have this channel. This is a video library for my nieces and stuff like that. It's more of a historical account of the time away from them. So they get to, if they ever want to get to know me, that they can come here to my channel and watch videos, and they can see how much I love them and how much I miss them and how much I want to punch their dad in the face because I'm not allowed to know where they live. I can't send them stuff. I never get pictures. I haven't gotten a picture of Angelica in over a year. 7. I didn't even get a school picture. And it's like people have always done this stuff to punish me. It's intentional. And so when people go around and go like, no, the people don't do that. That's crazy. You're crazy for thinking that. I'm like, no, man. People are so fucking deliberate. People are fucking wicked, man. People fuck kids. Because it's not even, it's about power. Do people understand that? You know how many men have butt sex? Not because about love or even gratification. It's that you are my bitch. I am going to ruin you. I am breaking your spirit right now. That is what it's all about. So all the fucking love and lighters and all the people that are not even fucking willing to consider listening to my stories because I'm so, wait till you get your fucking chance. And you know what? You probably already know somebody that it happened to. You just don't. You're just too fucking oblivious. And they know that your psychology would fucking buckle if that happened to you. And these fucking, yay, Kevin Spacey. Fuck you, Kevin Spacey. Fuck you, Duggar. Josh Duggar. Fuck you. Because you're going to get it. You're probably going to get it with a fucking broomstick. They're probably going to do you special in the janitor's closet. So don't worry, cousin of Josh Duggar. He is going to get his. He is going to get his. And I do not feel bad for people like them. They're all going to. See, it's karma. You can't do these dirty, nasty, fucking, vile, disgusting things and then make other people a part of it unbeknownst to them. One of the freaking biggest freaking karmas I get to work off is freaking bringing B-1 bombers. Dude, I gave a pilot a lift. I went up into the cockpit. I gave the pilot a lift he was walking across. I was like, hey, you need a ride? I wonder how many people that got killed in Iraq. And these are the things that veterans get to live with. That we kill people for no fucking reason. And then on fucking holidays, like what they're celebrating this weekend, all these people that died for no fucking, you didn't have to. You know, could have been home grilling out with, but no, make us kill people in other countries. So really rich, arrogant assholes, that's their way. That's how they get their rocks off. That's how they, you know, they go home to their wives and they're like, baby, I killed so many today. Let's go to bed. You know, I'm a man. Uncle Sam got perverted and gross. See, and I stopped celebrating this shit. The fucking 4th of July. I fucking hate fireworks. So do dogs. Fucking hate them. But maybe if enough states burn down, you know, they'll cancel fireworks. I fucking hate fireworks now. You have all the fucking little la 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 ooh ah. Yeah, you know what that represents? People dying. Bombs, explosions, the rockets' red glare. Yip the fuck-y. What the fuck is wrong with people on this planet, man? They sell the shit they celebrate. Do people still believe that sport? At this point, the sports fan? Oh my God. What kind of dipshit are you? Because there's evidence everywhere that it is completely rigged. They have their playbooks. Playbooks. What you see on the field, baseball, basketball, football, it is no different than when fucking you're watching a play Wicked, Cats, whatever. It's the same fucking thing. It's a performance. And these guys, millions and millions. And what the Buffalo Bills, the team, after that shooting, they went down to make an appearance, right? They probably got paid to go down there where people got shot at that last week or recent. Everybody's just shooting up everybody. Get used to it. Get used to it. This is not gonna subside. The pressure is only gonna get, until people learn how to rectify the pressure in themselves. Nothing is going to get better. Nothing on the planet will get better unless people start really taking a hard look at themselves. I've looked at myself. I know so much. It sucks being is very self-aware. It really, I know why people don't like me. I wouldn't like me if I were them. But this is how I am, and this is the best that I can do with what I got. And I think about all the time, the people that look at me and have things to say about my behavior or my attitude or whatever, I just would like to download my psyche into them for a second, just so they could have the highlights, and to see what they would do with that under the circumstances that I have gone through in my life. Not only healing the wreckage of the past, but still getting the same bullshit treatment fucking today. And not looking at that as just more shit weighing down on me. No, new day, new shit. It's cool. Huh? It is. What do you do with all that? Good girl, Luna. Good girl. It's kind of hot in here, huh? Sun's going down. Here, let me turn on the... It's so funny. Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody recently. Maybe it was at the plant store, and I was like, because I've had people say, you with your hand gestures and your weird breathing and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that Carrie chick from fucking Arizona, she said, you have too much PTSD. Fucking, what the fuck is that? She was a fuck. I'm like, you know why I do this shit? Because in my mind, see, I grew up, I watched too many movies and cartoons and stuff like that. So when people are fucking being assholes to me, I'm like picturing like Roger Rabbit shit. But like me putting them through a fucking wall and stuff like that, right? It's okay, Tuck. I'm okay, bud. I know. I know. I got too worked up. It's okay. Let me turn on that fan too. And I said, well, that you want to know why I breathe and I'm doing all this stuff? So I don't fucking punch you in the face, because I got 48 years of nonviolence and it might end right now. Right, Ma? Huh? You want to be? Because I've been saving it up for a long time. You want to be the recipient? I've been working out. List for Jagger. List for Jagger. Don't think I don't freaking, look at this face, man. Oh, I don't think his face, he was the cutest. See, I haven't written, I think I'm going to write her a letter, like mail it to her. Jill. Because I haven't said anything to her yet, you know, as any kind of support. But I've done videos. No, she just lost her 14-year-old son. Yeah. And so, and it was wrongful death. And I really hope that they get some wrongful death. I hope they're looking at wrongful death. I hope they fucking sue the shit out of the fucking school district. Dude, when your kid has a food allergy, everybody should fucking know about it. Everybody should know about it. Nobody should be offering him fucking anything, you know? Or hopefully he has enough gumption to be like, no, I can't, you know, that kind of stuff. But when a teacher's like, here, you know, it's bullshit. And he was all over the news. Yeah, he died. 14. He wanted to be a football star. He wanted to be a football star and take care of his mom. And the thing of it is like, knowing what I know about sports, I did make that comment on something that she posted. I said he's too good for the NFL. He's too good for that. So, you know, but still he was a kid with focus and drive. And he was the kid that everybody loved. Jagger Shaw. You know, like, no, Ma. Nothing like that. Anyway. It's sickening. You know? It just, yeah. And I know people that, like, lost 2 kids, you know. I just think that's the worst thing in the world. It's like a sentence for the parents. It's like a sentence. And it sucks. What are you doing, Luna? So looking for the good. So looking for the, you know, the silver lining and all this stuff. Where's the good today? Tango, you're good. He's getting so big. He's a young man now. He's like in his 20s. Good up there. He's getting all long and gangly. He needs to get his balls cut off quick. Gray Kitty is too. The goodness in today. Mom's good. That's goodness in today. Everybody woke up this morning. It's starting to get warming up. I'm waiting for this freaking, I don't know. I'm just getting antsy. I just want to move. I don't want to be here when it's hot. But anyway. Hi, Elizabeth. Murphy's Law, yeah. Thanks, meow, John. Yeah, I need more, and I know, Jessica, I know that you have your experience with the frickin' creeps. I mean, I remember being, like, 10 and guys doing dirty stuff at the window, I'm just like, no wonder I don't like men sexually. They're fucking... Ugh. And I've always worked in male-dominated careers. And so I see how they act. They're always just perpetually 15 years old. And it's like, at what point in your life are farts not funny? I don't think they're funny. I think they're a biological thing. And then people just make such ridiculousness out of it. They used to make fun of me in the work center because they'd be like, Marge, farts aren't funny. Or farts aren't funny. And I'm like, fucking, you're in your 30s and you act like you're 15. But you outrank me. You know what I mean? Like, I have to listen to you because you can pass a test, but you're a total fucking dipshit. It's just, that's why I only did 6. It was so stupid. Fucking military is so dumb. And to glorify it, dude? This country's shit, but, but fucking Tom Cruise can rent F-18s for $11,000 something an hour. There's fucking homeless and starving people and strung out people. You know why people are fucking druggy and strung out? Because nobody cares. Nobody cares about them. I know what it's like nobody fucking cares about me. When we had to move from Oregon, I was like desperate. I was like begging people. I'm like, dude, me and mom need a place to live, What about this place? I'd send people email, could you go check? Nobody fucking helped me. Nobody would help me. And I'm like, okay, don't help me, but could you help me help my mom? No, fuck her too. Fuck both of ya. And I'm just like, there's so many people like me and Ma all over the world. All over the place. Just single people in the world. Or people that are alone in shitty fucking families. There's all these people that are just like... And there's so many people that have that community and camaraderie, and they just shit on each other every day. They just see how much they could just, the seedy side of life. How much they can screw over their fucking buddy and still be buddies with them. It's so weird. It's like, it's called the entertainment industry, really. I saw that dude is freaking, there's people are leaving LA all over the place. People are leaving California. People are just moving all over the place. They're bouncing. They're leaving New Mexico like crazy. Well, half the fucking state's on fire because the fucking U.S. forestry, the feds are retards. Can we just end the Fed? All the stuff on the federal, we'll just all locally contract it out. I have a perfect idea for an app. I mean, you can take before and after pictures, like if you're picking up litter or something like that, and with the timestamp, it'll document you there with GIS technology. You know, pick up, you know, do the job, do the labor, whatever the labor is. Don't kill nobody. You ain't gonna get paid. You'll probably go to jail. But you know, you gotta have, like, you know what you're doing and stuff. But like, pick up litter for a couple hours. Boom, $20 an hour. You know, and whatever. Then you don't have to fucking wait for all those lazy ass city, county, fucking state employees and bullshit. And you can put people back to work. I have so many ideas. They're good ones too. You know how I know? My mom said so. So, I mean, I got, you know, put me in the big chair. I got the ideas. Yeah, and I got a real good way of motivating people too. Yeah, you know, I'm not really worried about food shortages and stuff like that. Look around, how many people need to freaking skip a lot of meals. And every time I drive past freaking Mickey D's in Taos, New Mexico, there's fucking always a line in Mickey D's. So anyway, I just know there's a lot of people right now that aren't okay. And I know what it's like to not be okay. A lot. But just thinking, having that hope that maybe tomorrow when I wake up, if I wake up, that'll be the day. You know? And so much of this stuff is just energy. It's just astrology. You know, my psychology, like those are stories. Those are things that happen. God is only with me in the present moment. God isn't with me back there in the shit that happened in the past, and he's not with anybody when they're thinking about stuff in the future. He's only with you in the present moment. Oh no, you being ornery. Are you playing with the kitten? I've been running my mouth for a while. So so when people tell me that I'm living in the past, that tells me that they're living in, that they live, that's where they live, you know. And usually it's people that, like my brother, he says that. He says I don't like living in the past. I said, you don't even remember the past. It's not that you don't even I use it for reference. Is like, that's what I told the lady that I met yesterday. I said, I said, I don't understand people that haven't had trauma, that haven't disassociated it, you know. I'm not really versed in the whole altar thing where people, like, I don't know, I'm starting to see where people are missing parts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like where they've had their trauma and they've disassociated and then they come back into body and then there's parts of who they were before didn't make it back. And sometimes you might even get a shadow in there. A hitchhiker. Like a vibration of stuff that ain't yours. That stuff happens all the time. You know? People just explain it away and I don't. Huh, girl? Oh, it's almost 8 o'clock. We gotta go do a walk around. How long have I been running my mouth? Almost an hour. Alright, I think I've said all I wanted to say. I just hope people hang in there. I know things get better. That's the thing, that's life that is so shitty about life and so beautiful at the same time, is that this too shall pass, but that even counts the good stuff. You know? It's like people try to set up a world where everything is good all the time, and the world ain't set up like that. So people got to learn how to freaking calm themselves, find that love, find that spark, find that inside. So when world gets crazy, hectic, people are freaking yelling in your face, all that shit, you know, you can just go within and fuck them. I was excited today. I did find I went to Tractor Supply and they did have a $25 bag of 44-pound cat food for the cats outside. So fuck you, Walmart. I don't need you at all. You can suck my dick. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.